Hello friends, welcome back for the part 4 of Staphylos aureus. And Staphylos aureus cannot be isolated from his fancies, company aversion to indulge himself in fancies, and then after indulging he doesn't like it because those fancies are against the morals, against the acceptance of society. So reproaching oneself from indulging in sexual fantasies. So this is the kind of conflict of Staphylos aureus, the biggest conflict, and because of that he withdraws himself from his fancies, from his fantasies, and he goes into inhibition, he goes into self-denial, and then he lands up in a disease state where he wants somebody to understand him, somebody to bring him out of this discomfort that he is facing, and only he can understand it. So he goes in carried desire to be carried, and he feels that they are harmful fancies, or they are harmful problems. Whatever problem he has is a harmful problem. So initial practice of mine, I used to give Staphylos aureus for common, very common say, and it was successful. So then I went deeper in cases to understand the inner essence of staph. So initially when there was a man who gave me this confidence of prescribing Staphylos aureus, he had a high blood pressure problem. He came to me to take treatment of blood pressure because he had the fear that this blood pressure can lead to any other problems also in future, and that he wanted to avoid. So I took carried desire to be carried and fear of being injured. So that is how I started giving, and the kind of tone he had, the politeness, the softness, the kind of that dignified, has all these aspects involved in it, that in spite of any bad horrible conditions that they are going through. So lot of people who come from low socioeconomic strata, we will find them in dignified, and even from high socioeconomic strata, that even from high social classes, they are so rich, filthy rich, having good positions, but they are dignified, they are sophisticated, they are mild, they are polite. Their aura will be that it will give you a feeling of calling them sir or calling them madam. So this is how dignified shows, and that is why, because of this, they are very sensitive, they have very fragile egos. So they go into indignation from misdeeds of others, that because this person behaved this way, because he spoke to me like this, because of his behavior, I felt indignated. He shouldn't have talked to me like this, in this tone, in this manner. So their feeling of indignation has very high, very low threshold actually. So injustice cannot support. This is how day to day we will find Staphylos aureus. But what happens, you know, there is this mark, or there is a limit to everything, limit to self-control, limit to self-denial, limit to suppressing his own desires. And when that limit crosses, when he feels that others have done too much, or that particular thing has gone out of control, then he goes into the extreme polarity, and that is of self-control, loss of, and shameless. Then the person who used to feel ashamed at little things of having wrong done, feeling that, you know, I shouldn't have done like this, and how could I behave like this, how could things go wrong from my hand, reproaching oneself that how could I do this, how could I look at that woman with that kind of eyes. So being a doctor, it doesn't suit me. So possessing all those inhibitions of himself, and then he loses control, that this is too much, that how much can I tolerate. There is a threshold, and that just breaks. He goes into shamelessness, and then you can't stop Staphylos aureus. It is very difficult to stop Staphylos aureus from going into this extreme polarity, where those things, that past offenses, that situation, that people's behavior, it could be anything, Okay, so thing has very high significance or very prominent rubrics in Staphylos aureus. I will narrate all the rubrics which has the word things in it. Okay, anger, throwing things around. Awkward, drops things. He cannot manage that thing anymore and he drops it. Delusion, familiar things seem strange. So things are those things which are very close to him, familiar to him, but he can't handle, he can't recognize them. It doesn't belong to me. I don't know that girl anymore. I don't want her anymore. Okay, throwing things around. Then throwing things at persons who offended. Fire, wants to throw things into fire, that let it just get completely destroyed, washed out of my memory. Fire wants to set things on fire. So this is a kind of extreme rage that comes into Staphylos aureus. And then he goes into blasphemy and cursing. He will say things that ruin the reputation of that person in society. Then breaking things, desire to break things. Capriciousness, rejecting. So the person comes back to him and says that no, I love you, it's okay, you can take this, you can have this, whatever you want, don't get so angry, tries to pacify him. But then he gets capricious, rejecting things for which he has been longing when offered he is. So then he will just reject it, and because he can't understand now, mathematics inability for is also there. So how much can I keep taking it? There is a limit to every nonsense in the world. Then that delusion, unfortunate grief we did in the earlier part. Here comes destructiveness, escape attempts to from family and children, because in family and children those things are there, those misbehaviors are there, of misdeeds of people are there. Estranged from family, estranged from wife, aversion to woman, aversion to wife. Why wife? Because wife could be a person who has brought that indignation to him, brought that kind of rejection to him, or brought that kind of harshness to him, that which he can't tolerate. How much is she going to be on my head all the time, that do like this, do like that, I have got so many requirements, and she's only demanding and always so authoritative. I can't take it anymore. So wife is a person who's supposed to listen to him, but if she doesn't listen to him, if she starts showing her power, then one day the threshold will break and he will just want to escape from those people. So hatred of persons who offended him. You can see Staphylos aureus in these. So that is why in such hatred, when Staphylos aureus goes, then he will express himself like anything, and you will be like, how much is he saying, or how much is she saying? When is she going to keep quiet? The story just goes on and on and on, and those tears just flow out, and there is no limit to the tears. Okay, impulse morbid, rash, impulse morbid sexual. So then that thing comes out very in a very ugly manner. It doesn't look good then, but then he doesn't have that self control, and those moral senses are still present, but it doesn't come out in a very bad manner, but he doesn't want to look at the moral side anymore. He has that impulse, and then he has that feeling again that I shouldn't have done this, reproaching oneself for indulging in sexual fancies. So even in this outrageous state also, that guilt will come in Staphylos aureus. So that essence is there in all the stages of Staphylos aureus. Kill desire, to sudden impulse to kill, mutilating his body. Why he is mutilating his body? Because that he feels that this is not the way I should have behaved. That feeling will come later on, but it comes at the end. So if you see insanity, so many sub-rubrics of insanity, so many sub-rubrics of suicidal disposition, Staphylos aureus is present, where he just wants to end his life. He doesn't want to carry on with the same pathetic manner of just going on with that indignation. He can't live that life of indignation anymore, and that fear of mortification, fear to lose his job, makes him go into insanity, that I cannot lose this what I have earned with lot of hard ways and lot of obstacles in my life and lot of sacrifices that I have made to achieve here. He has been manipulative, just to make relationships, just to grow in his life, in his career, in his ambitions. But it is not a very bad manipulation that Staphysagra will do, because he has the sense of morals. It is not a cunning manipulation. It is a very soft manipulation that Staphysagra does. So, insanity from sexual excesses with weariness of life, suicidal disposition from lot of things, and one of them is love disappointed. So, this is how Staphysagra will be perceived by all of you in your clinics, and I am sure all of you are applying it very well. I will just narrate some case if I have just missed out. There was a boy who was accompanied by his grandfather, and it is not in destructiveness, but I am just narrating case how to see it in a child, a mild child. Like in the first part I told, a very stubborn and very demanding, and that kind of a two girls were there, but this boy was a very subdued boy. Parents were working, grandfather was looking after him, and he was not allowed to play with children. Whenever he comes from school, he has to go to tuitions, then he has to do his homework, then he has to sleep, and he had no say in the house. He could not demand, he would just stay silent, and he had very bad stomach ache. And I asked him, what is your trouble, why you are so troubled? Then he told me that I like to play, but I am not allowed to play, so I have to do this homework and this and that. So then Staphysagra had helped him. Then about this urticaria case I told you, there was a small child, a very very small child, just few months of little boy, and that little boy, the kind of weeping he had, he would just weep in such a mild tone, and as if he's having a very bad stomach ache, and he would just, and that mildness, that softness was there in him, and desire to be carried was there, and Staphysagra had helped him. He was just 6 or 8 months age of boy. So you will see mildness in Staphysagras a lot, a sweetness in them, coupled with obstinacy, coupled with lot of other things that we have already done. So do like, comment and subscribe, and we will do next remedy, carcinosin, and how Staphysagra differs from these remedies. Ignatia comes very parallel to Staphysagra. Ignatia has mildness, bears suffering, even outrage without. So Ignatia is also there in morals, sensitive to moral impressions. So Ignatia will express that defiance more strongly. Ignatia will not tolerate nonsense. Staphysagra will internalize that nonsense or indignated feeling and just keep on dwelling on it. But Ignatia will express it in some or the other way. It will go into disconcertedness, and she will just break away. She will bikhar jana, we say in Hindi, that everything gets scattered in the life of Ignatia. The routine comes to a standstill, but in Ignatia, okay, disconcerted. But in Staphysagra, the morals say that ambition is there to achieve, I have to keep doing it. So the routine doesn't break, but she internalizes to the feeling of self-denial. She will break away from the pleasures. In Ignatia, she will not give that pleasure to others, and in Staphysagra, she will not give the pleasure to herself. Okay, so this will be one very fine difference of Ignatia and Staph. So we will continue the further course of remedies. Bye.